Live from the CSI Baseball Complex on the campus of the College of Staten Island, CSI Sportsnet is proud to welcome you into coverage of College of Staten Island baseball. And this the final in a three-game CUNY set between the College of Staten Island and the Baruch College Bearcats. Both teams have exchanged lineups here, and you see the matchup on your screen. Baruch College with a record of 4-1 in the conference, taking on the College of Staten Island at 1-4, a critical and marquee game in the CUNY Athletic Conference. The CSI Dolphins are taking the field, and we're going to go live downstairs for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll get your starting lineup. Stay with us. And welcome once again, everyone, to the College of Staten Island Baseball Complex. The CSI Dolphins getting set to take on the Baruch College Bearcats. We're going to get underway a few minutes early here this afternoon. We'll take a look now at the Baruch College Bearcats, who are coming up to bat in their order so far. Davik Capellan will lead off. Number 36, Angelo Alessandro will bat second. Michael McGroarty batting third. Batting fourth, Gerardo Roque. Batting fifth, Connor McCabe. Batting sixth, Liam O'Gara. Batting seventh, Angel Acevedo. Batting eighth, Kamal Deljanin. And batting ninth, Emmanuel Taveras. The pitcher not batting, obviously, is J.P. Ramirez. And while we have a couple of seconds, we'll take a look at the CSI starters. This is how they'll go today. Nick Falcone back in the lineup, batting first. Batting second, Jet Navertney. Batting third, Dominic Castiglione. Batting fourth, Andrew Nathan. Batting fifth, Sean Becker. Batting sixth, Nick Miola. Batting seventh, Anthony DeMarco. Batting eighth, Anthony Lazada. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Michael Ciancio. And on the hill for the Dolphins, looks like Kevin Ryan will be starting, not Stephen Kolika. So it will be Kevin Ryan indeed getting the start for the Dolphins. And Stephen Kolika at some point today probably will come on in relief. I'm David Pizzuto. I'm being joined alongside Aaron Van Nostren today. Aaron, thanks.
Hello,
and
Dave.
welcome to CSI Sportsnet.
Thank you.
Excellent. So the CSI Dolphins, of course, coming in with a record of 1-4 in the conference, and with only 7 games to go in the conference season. Every game very critical at this stage, Aaron, because only the top 2 teams will advance to the CUNY Athletic Conference Championship Tournament.
Yeah, the Dolphins are in a must-win situation today. It's all hands on deck. Have to start the train moving, get a win today, and hopefully get it rolling. But it's going to be a long stretch right now. We got to get a bunch of wins in a row to give us a chance to be in the top 2.
And they'll try and do it on the arm of Kevin Ryan. Will get you his numbers in just a moment for the Dolphins. Started the season very strong. His numbers have dipped a little bit, but he's been consistent. He's 0-2 on the season. This is his 4th start of the year. This is his 9th appearance. Overall, 18-1 innings pitched. He's given up 30 hits, 12 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks, 16 strikeouts. Opponents batting .370 against him. But he will face a Baruch College team that's been a bit starved for hitting this season, as a team batting just .216. But they were able to score a couple of wins against the Dolphins this past weekend. We'll talk about that a lot more as the afternoon winds on, as Ryan delivers up high for a ball. Start to Davik Capellan. Capellan batting .295 this season. That's second on the team. 3 RBI, 16 runs scored. 2 extra base hits, both doubles. He has walked 7 times this season. And Ryan misses low and inside for ball 2.
Dolphins are wearing their blue for the first time all season, trying to mix up the juju, I heard, Dave.
Yeah, well, they could use it. 9 up and 15 down in the win-loss column so far. And missing up high is Ryan now, so the count will run 3-0. And, if there's one real positive to Ryan so far this season, Aaron, is that he has exercised some good control with only the 4 walks in 18-plus innings.
I know Coach Morrow was excited about his start because he thought he could have them put the ball in play and rely on their defense. So this is an abnormal start for the freshman.
Not a 4-pitch walk issued to the leadoff batter, Davic Capellan. And that will bring up Angelo Alessandro, the left fielder.
Left fielder, number 36, Angelo Alessandro.
So Alessandro, the batter, batting .244. 4 extra base hits, all doubles, 4 RBIs, 8 runs scored. He, too, has walked 7 times this season.
I'll be interested to see if they have him taking or if they're going to be aggressive on the first pitch.
One thing Baruch does is stay active on the base pads. We'll give you Capellan's stolen base numbers. 5 of 8 this season. The 5 steals are second on the team. Alessandro, one of the new faces on this Baruch College roster this season, as Ryan gets a strike in there, his first of the game.
As odd as it sounds, sometimes it helps a pitcher calm down when they just have to relax and throw the ball to first base.
A little bit of an interruption for Ryan, who does have to pay attention to Capellan. Baruch would sure like to get a runner in scoring position early. They scored only 2 runs in a 2-0 victory over CSI on Sunday, and then had to come from behind in the last of the 7th to beat CSI a second time, 6-5. A couple of hard luck losses for the Dolphins, as that one just misses upstairs for a ball.
That's not a bad spot up in the count.
Yeah, Ryan kind of feeling around the strike zone, seeing what works and what doesn't here.
Wouldn't be surprised if Baruch tries to put them under in motion here.
On the 1-1, Ryan will check back to first, and in plenty of time is Capellan. Baruch as a team, 23 stolen bases in 30 attempts.
It's a great pitch.
Yeah, but that one does hit the strike zone, so Baruch is yet to swing the bat here in this top half of the first. 4-pitch walk issued to Davic Capellan, and now a 1-2 upcoming here to Alessandro. Here's the windup and the delivery inside, but he finds the strike zone for out number 1.
That's a really, really good pitch, 1-2.
Yeah, so Kevin Ryan picking up strikeout number 17 on the season as he works into his 19th inning in 2019. Michael McGroarty is the batter for Baruch. And another check back at first, plenty of time for Capellan to get back. McGroarty this season batting just 196. Does have 6 RBIs, 10 runs scored, 1 extra base hit. That was a double. He has walked 11 times. And that one misses away, 1-0.
Talked to Coach Morrow quite a bit about needing to get out of the first inning without allowing a run, really needing to get ahead early in this game to give them a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, an excellent point. Dolphins, who have fallen behind against CUNY opponents this season, could really use a bit of confidence, as that one misses very low and inside. So McGroarty is now way up in the count, 2-0. So Ryan, the lefty, getting set here. One of Staten Island's top high school pitchers, making his CSI debut, and finally have contact on a ball that goes well out of play first base side.
You have to imagine the freshman knows how important this game is. You might be seeing a little bit of early inning nerves.
Yeah, and important also, Aaron, to possibly go deep into this game with 3 games on the docket, all against CUNY competition upcoming the next 48 hours. Very important that Kevin save some of that arm for some of the other innings as well.
Exactly. You don't want to have him throwing too many pitches too early in the game, and we have to go to the bullpen early.
And a few checks back at first base to Capellan as well, trying to hold the runner at first. And there's one that misses again away. So the count will go to 3-1 on McGrady, who could get something meaty to hit here. McGrady's numbers down from last season, but still a formidable hitter, has hit the ball well against the Dolphins in the past. 3-1 pitch, and that one is contacted into right field, and going immediately to third base will be Capellan. No play there. Runners will be at the corners. Capellan never stopped. He knew right away he was taking third in the play, and got our second contact made in the game, and that one goes for a base hit.
It's a great job by Mayola in right field to keep that ball from getting any further, but Capellan can run.
There and now, immediate trouble here for the Dolphins as Gerardo Roque will be the batter. And for Roque, he leads this Bearcats team 298 average this season, as he'll come into your screen in just a moment. 12 RBI, 8 runs scored. He's got 4 doubles this year and a team high 13 walks. Second base is open. We'll see if McGrady will have a try at second, try to draw a throw that could get Capellan home. Meanwhile, the first pitch is upstairs for a ball.
Ryan is really nibbling on the corners. You'd love to see him just go after these batters to get his pitch count a little bit lower here.
Yeah, so Roque hugging that batter's box, and he swings through one for a strike. A 1-1 pitch will be upcoming here to Gerardo Roque, Baruch's leading hitter. And we're going to have a check back at first base easily in time. Will be McGrady. There's one that's delivered a little bit low. So Ryan trying to find his sweet spots in at the plate. Lost a little control here. Lost Capellan on 4 pitches and dealt a 3-1 ball to McGrady that was hit into the outfield for a base hit. So now he has to come 2-1. And that one is fouled off by Roque.
Love to see a ground ball double play right here.
It will be a 2-2. Ryan against Roque. Well high for a ball, and we'll have a payoff pitch upcoming.
This is a critical spot early in the game, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a pitch that Ryan would love to have. 3-2 is our count, and
That's
that one
a
is swung on
great-
and missed. Strike 3. And Roque did not like something that happened at the plate.
It's an interesting reaction to a swinging third strike.
Yeah, and Roque fouled the second one off too, so I don't know if he was arguing with the first pitch that was called a strike, Aaron, perhaps feeling that he should have walked long ago in the count. But Ryan 1 out away from getting out of a big jam here in the top of the first inning. He'll face Connor McCabe now. McCabe batting .264. He leads Baruch with 13 RBI. He's got 5 runs scored.
Third on the team in hitting.
Yeah, and
It's a big bitter right now.
it's not a big count, but 4 extra bases, 3 doubles, and a triple. Baruch really hasn't slugged the ball very well this year, but that one is fouled off. But McCabe is up there with some of the hardest hitting Bearcats in this lineup, and he too has got a lot of experience against this CSI Dolphins team, and that's the big difference between these two teams coming in is the youth of the Dolphins against the upperclassmen-laden Bearcats roster. As that one is hit into the outfield, and if it stays fair, it's trouble. It is a fair ball. Miola has to catch up to it. Runners will swap places in the infield, but one run will score on McCabe's single onto the right field line, and Baruch has themselves a 1-0 lead.
Unlucky, just fair there.
Yeah, from my angle too, Aaron, it looked like that might have just been foul, but obviously the umpires with a great look at it right down the line, and Miola played it as best as he could, keep the runners at first and third. And that'll bring up Liam O'Gara, the lefty hitting. Third baseman comes in a batting average of just 104. He too really, his numbers have dipped considerably from last year, but he does have 9 RBI and 8 runs scored, a couple doubles, and has walked 12 times to get that on-base percentage up. And that one is hit on the ground towards first. Lozada scoops.
Made that a very close play.
Got it into Ryan in time for the third out, but a little damage done. Leadoff walk turns out to bite the Dolphins. Couple of base hits as well for Baruch, and at the end of 1/2 inning of play, it's the Bearcats 1 and the Dolphins coming to bat. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Mom.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. The Bearcats getting the job done in the top of the first inning. They scored a run for starter J.P. Ramirez. Ramirez coming into this one with a record of 0-1 with a 7.45 ERA. Has a little bit more experience than CSI's starting pitcher, but he only pitched 9.2 innings this season in 2019. He's given up 10 hits in a little over 9 innings pitched. He has given up 8 runs, all of them earned. He's walked 12 batters. He's struck out 8. Opponents are batting .263 against Ramirez, and this is his 4th start of the season. And, you know, Aaron, Baruch only hits .216 as a team, but they've been pitching really well this season. It is the reason why they're 4-1 in the conference so far.
Yeah, and in the first 2 games, CSI had a lot of opportunities, just didn't capitalize in several of them. So you're hoping to see them get out early, like we talked about in the top of the inning, to not play from behind consistently, but when we get runners in scoring position, to make the most of those opportunities. I know Coach Morrow has been talking about getting people on with the people you want to get up, and then just not being able to deliver currently in those big situations. So hopefully today that'll be the beginning of the turnaround offensively for the Dolphins.
Yeah, and the Dolphins, of course, were shut out against Baruch the first time these two teams met on Sunday, 2-0, and they fell in the second game as well, 6-5. And it's really hard to believe these two teams been meeting since the late 70s. It was the first time ever that Baruch has swept a doubleheader from CSI on the same day. That is just absolutely unbelievable to think about. 110 meetings between these two teams. But the Dolphins thought they had that second game won, Aaron. They came back, took a 5-4 lead in the 6th, and promptly in the seventh, I should say, and then the bottom of the I believe it was the bottom of the seventh. In the
bottom of the sixth, yes.
Baruch comes up in the bottom of the sixth, score a couple runs to take back the lead 6-5, and a shell-shocked Dolphins team could not pick themselves up off the mat, and they ended up falling in that second game as well, 6-5.
Dolphins did have runners in scoring position in the top of that seventh inning, but again, could not get the clutch hit to bring in that tying run.
Makes this one all the more important as Ramirez hits the outside corner for a strike against Nick Falcone. Falcone batting .277 this season. He's got 7 RBI, 13 runs scored. He's walked 7 times as well. And that one is hit in the air over the second baseman McGroarty and into the outfield. Nice job by Taveras to follow up on the play, and the Dolphins have the very speedy Nick Falcone to start with here in the first.
Falcone has moved to the starting leadoff spot, in the last couple of weeks, and the coaching staff is very excited. He just finds a way to get on, lots of energy, lots of enthusiasm. So looking for a spark to start the game. That's a great job by Falcone.
Yeah, Jet Navertney will be the batter. And Ramirez will be paying some attention to Falcone, you would think, as he delivers inside for a ball. And Falcone jumped on that first pitch, didn't really give us a chance to say that. I think this was the first time he's led off this season. He's been playing near the bottom of the order. Dolphins want a little bit of a spark plug up there, and they're going to get one with Nick. He'll take his chances on the base pads as well.
Interesting to see Baruch is challenging Navartney, the leading hitter for the Dolphins, and bringing in that third baseman. Looks like they're expecting the Dolphins to bunt in this situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that from Navartney, who's been hitting the ball very well this season for the Dolphins, especially with runners in scoring position, but he lines one right at McGroarty. So McGroarty, who couldn't catch up to that lazy bloop single into right field, has that one hit directly at him and able to double up Falcone for the second out. That's just a hard luck play. Navartney hit it on the screws, but right at McGroarty. So that'll bring up Dominic Castiglione with 2 out here. And Ramirez, I believe, on 3 pitches has recorded a couple of outs. And he delivers that one low to Castiglione. Castiglione, another first-year face for this Dolphins team, batting .362. 12 RBI and 20 runs scored at second on the team in both areas. He's also walked 11 times to lead the Dolphins. He'll have to get the Dolphins started with 2 outs here. And there's another ground ball to second base. McGroarty picks up, delivers to McCabe in time, and a very quick bottom of the first inning. And after a leadoff hit, the Dolphins go in order. And at the end of 1 complete inning of play, it's the Bearcats 1 and the Dolphins nothing. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
We welcome you back here to CUNYAC baseball action, where the Baruch College Bearcats are up 1-0 on the CSI Dolphins as we get set for the second inning of play. Today is a single 9-inning contest. These two teams played twice over the weekend and are finalizing their 3-game regular season series. And in the first inning, both teams got their leadoff runners on. The difference is Baruch able to piece together a pair of base hits and score the opening run, while Dolphins with a hard luck double play on the line drive by Navertny and managing to double up Falcone on first base. As for Ryan, he will face batters 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup, and our first batter is Angel Acevedo.
Designated hitter, number 25, Angel Acevedo.
Acevedo this season does not have a batting average. He's 0 for 5 from the plate. This is his 4th start. He does have a run scored. He's walked 3 times.
I don't know if you can see Dave, but he is standing on that chalk line on the inside corner.
Yeah,
and he got hit.
And he got hit. Might have caught a little bit of the knee. I thought maybe he got back just a bit, but he's going to get a free pass. So like Davik Capellan in the first inning, Ryan losing him on a 4-pitch walk, and here we have a 1-pitch hit by pitch to get the leadoff runner on for Kamal Deljanin, the center fielder. Get you the numbers on Kamal in just a moment here. As he takes an inside strike, Deljanin batting .232. He's got 3 RBI, 10 runs scored, 13 walks, no extra base hits so far. Standing way back in the batter's box is Deljanin. And he takes that one inside for a strike, 0-2.
Seems the game plan for Ryan is to really jam him on the inside corner, try and induce a ground ball double play.
Acevedo at first has not stolen a base this season. And there's the pitch, and that one is skied into the shallow outfield. Castiglione is there. He makes the catch easily for the first out. So unlike many of the hitters in the lineup, Ryan getting ahead in the count that time to Deljanin, able to induce a routine flyout, and that'll bring up Emmanuel Taveras. Taveras also looking for his first hit of the season. Taveras is 0 for 8 at the plate. This, too, is his 4th start. And in his 8 at-bats, he has struck out 5 times, so a couple of hard luck appearances for him in his first go-around with the Bearcats, and he takes that one for a strike.
Interesting call. That ball was a ball in the first inning, so maybe some adjustments here.
Right. Maybe it'll change again. The day is young. In any event, an 0-1 upcoming, and that one is swung on and missed by Taveras. Taveras playing right field today for Baruch College. There's a big swing and a miss, strike 3. So on 3 pitches, Taveras is retired. For Ryan, it is his 3rd strikeout of the early going, and it will bring up Davik Capellan. Capellan is officially 0 for 0. He's walked and scored in the first inning. Now he's trying to extend the inning here with Acevedo at first via the hit by pitch. And that one is down low for a strike.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, but I believe Capellan was the initiator of a lot of the scoring for the Baruch Bearcats in the previous meeting.
Yeah, he's always figures in, especially as the leadoff hitter, gets on base a lot for Baruch. And that one is chopped down the third base line, but that will go foul.
Much easier if you're a pitcher to be pitching from ahead than chasing strikes, and Ryan has done a much better job this inning of getting ahead and working ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. He lost Capellan on a 4-pitch at-bat the last time, and the first base hit he gave up to McGrady was on a 3-1 pitch as well. So with Ryan finding the strike zone, it certainly helped him so far. There goes the runner, And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So no need to throw for Becker as Ryan records his 4th strikeout. And at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, the score remains Baruch College 1 and the College of Staten Island coming to bat here as we get set for the bottom of the 2nd. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving. Look at you. You're at the...
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. The Dolphins went down in order despite getting a base hit in the 1st inning. And they will bring up batters 4, 5, and 6 in this inning. Andrew Nathan, Sean Becker, and Nick Miola against J.P. Ramirez. So Ramirez working into his 2nd inning. And he's now in double digits in that category this season. Came in having only pitched 9 2/3 this season in 2019. And he'll face Andrew Nathan here to start things off. Give you Nathan's numbers in just a moment as Ramirez dishes high. Nathan started off pretty slowly this season, but he is now batting .333. 15 RBI, 16 runs scored. And there's another one up high for a ball. Nathan has 4 extra base hits, and 2 of them have been home runs. And that one is skied into the foul area, and making the catch is McCabe.
One of the things, Dave, you'll notice just early in the game is Baruch is more patient waiting for strikes, whereas the Dolphins are a lot more aggressive. First pitch swinging, first strike they're seeing. You might see Morrow ask them to make some adjustments with seeing more pitches and really making this pitcher from Baruch throw.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The Dolphins have been guilty of being a little bit over-aggressive, and we've seen a lot of pitchers really not throw a lot of pitches against the Dolphins in long games. There's another one that's hit into foul territory, but that one will trail well out of play. Nick Miola this season has missed 3 games for the Dolphins. He's missed 4 starts. He did come on in a pinch hit appearance in CSI's last game. That was against the College of New Rochelle on Tuesday. Give you his numbers in just a moment. He'll see an 0-1, and that one is in the dirt for a 1-1 count. I'm sorry, this is Sean Becker, the batter, who's also missed time due to injury this season, but he's batting .382 with 16 RBI. That's good for 2nd on the team, 15 runs scored.
That's going to get through.
And that will get through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Dolphins with their 2nd hit of the game. And that will put Becker at first base, swinging the hot bat. And it will be now Nick Miola, who, as I mentioned before, did miss 4 starts and has missed 3 games, but he's back in the lineup. He's batting an even .300 this season with 10 RBI and 8 runs scored. He does have 4 extra base hits, all of them doubles. And if Miola finds a way to get back uncorked, he's a huge part of this CSI lineup. And he sees that one low for a ball.
Great time for a breakout for the senior.
Yeah,
4-time CUNY champion. No time like the present.
Yeah, and he's always kind of saved his best baseball for late in the season as well. knows how to shine when the lights are brightest. Becker has not stolen a base this season. He's at first. That one is skied up high. Not much real estate for Deljenin to have to navigate out there. He takes a couple steps to his left and makes the catch. So the Dolphins down to their final out here in the second inning. And that will bring up Anthony DeMarco. It's been a tough 2019 for Anthony. He's batting just 200, well below his career average. But has found some pockets of success in these last few games. He's got 5 RBI and 12 runs scored. And there's one that's hit right at shortstop on the one hopper. The force out to McGroarty at second. Play is made. And so the Dolphins squander another hit here in the second inning, and we are through 2 here at the CSI Baseball Complex. The score remains Baruch College 1 and CSI nothing. The third inning is coming up next. Stay with us.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
This is why you took a second job. Why you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. Why you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. Kevin Ryan getting set to throw for the third straight inning here for the Dolphins. He gave up 1 run in the top of the first inning, but settled down nicely in the second. And we are through 2 here at the CSI Baseball Complex. Baruch up 1-0 against the CSI Dolphins. They will bring up batters 2, 3, and 4 in this inning. Alessandro and Gerardo Roque both struck out in the first inning, and Michael McGroarty, who will bat second in the inning, has one of 2 Baruch hits this afternoon.
The biggest hit so far.
Yeah. So Ryan now working into his 21st inning of his freshman season for the Dolphins. He's now given up 32 hits and 20.1 innings pitched. And after that opening walk to Capellan, has not walked anybody else. He did hit Angel Acevedo, the number 7 hitter in the lineup, but Ryan does have the 4 strikeouts. Alessandro the batter, and there's one that's way outside for a ball. Ryan deals, and that one is hit well high in the air. It will make the outfield grass barely, and Navertny is there to make the play.
I'm going to knock on wood here, because speaking with Coach Morrow often, he's talked about what a struggle it's been to get 3 up, 3 down, and how important that is to kind of give momentum to your offense, who sometimes scuffles along when they're out there for long innings. So you'd love to see 3 up, 3 down, and hopefully get that lineup in there and swing the bats a little bit.
Yeah, it's obviously still early in the game, but it's the first time the Dolphins have retired the opening batter of the inning. So nice for Kevin Ryan not to have to deal with a base runner with nobody out. But Michael McGroarty is one of the hitters in this game for Baruch. He had a base hit to right field his first time up. And takes that one on the outside corner for a strike, so the count will go to 1-1.
And his first at bat did a nice job on the ball in the outside corner, just going with it, taking it down the right field line.
Yeah, a lot of the Baruch hitters really hug that inside of the batter's box, but McGroarty steps back just a little bit, able to reach outside to get some of those balls, drive him into right field, and he'll have a 2-1 pitch upcoming. Ryan, who likes to work quickly, looks in and will deal here to McGrarty, and that one is a line shot into the outfield. It does see grass out there as Falcone runs it through and gets it to the infield, but not before McGrarty advances to 2-2 in the game with his second hit. And that'll bring up Gerardo Roque, the leading hitter for this Baruch team, batting .298 this season. Yeah, he did strike out his first time up. Baruch with a chance here to keep the hit parade moving for Baruch. And that one is outside for a ball. I mentioned Baruch's struggles this season, batting .216 as a team, 119 hits, and only 20 for extra bases. 17 doubles, 3 triples. They are a team that does like to manufacture runs, hence the check back to McGrarty at first. For McGrarty this season, he has not stolen a base. He has not attempted to steal a base.
As you can see as you're watching, though, he's trying to get Ryan's attention over there.
And perhaps to draw a bad pitch from Ryan, but he gets Roque to swing through that one. So the count will even up at 1-1. Remember, Roque was the one with some harsh words for the plate umpire after his first at bat.
And he's talking again to the umpire, so.
Very conversational is Gerardo here. We'll have a 1-1 pitch to deal with. Ryan with a long look at McGrarty at first, and he'll step off the rubber.
Ryan, for somebody who likes to work very fast, you could feel was a little uncomfortable with the amount of time between those two pitches.
There's another big cut for strike 2. We mentioned Baruch with only 20 extra bases this season. Roque does have 4 of them. They're all doubles. And his on-base percentage is hovering near the 500 mark with all the walks that he's had as well. One-two upcoming. That one is down low as Ryan wastes one for a ball. Roque has played in all but one game for Baruch this season. This is his 19th start. Did have one pinch hit appearance. Ryan another check back to first, easily in time as McGrarty. McGrarty again hopping and skipping at first base, looking to get Ryan's attention, and we have another timeout call. This time it was by Roque. Dolphins were guilty, Aaron, on Tuesday of losing the small ball battle at times. They had a couple of suicide squeezes against them during the game. They had a couple of bunts go for base hits. So they are conscious of, trying to keep batters home and understanding that teams are going to try and play some small ball against them after that performance on Tuesday.
Yeah, we were discussing over the break. It's interesting when you look at the batting averages for Staten Island versus Baruch, that Baruch clearly tries to manufacture and get in your head and let the little things help them get runs. And you can just see that already early in the game with very disciplined at the plate, aggressive base running, trying to take advantage of every opportunity. And you can see the Dolphins trying to take that away from them as much as possible.
So our count is at 2-2. McGrarty still at first. Long at bat here for Gerardo Roque, who's yet to make good contact so far in this one. And that one is just inside for ball 3. So the count will run full to Gerardo Roque.
It was a really good pitch. Be interesting to see where that missed.
Yeah, Ryan thought he covered a little bit of that plate on the way in. So a 3-2 pitch, a big one here. Misses high, ball 4. So Ryan now surrenders runners at first and second via a base hit and a walk with 1 out. And Connor McCabe will do the hacking here for Baruch. He's batting .264, and McCabe, the only other hit in the game for Baruch. He smacked one into right field that hit that right field line and ended up scoring Kaplan in the first inning. McGroarty again active at second base, and Ryan delivers on the inside corner for strike one. Similar to that pitch that was called a ball that made it a 3-2.
I read my mind there, Dave.
Yeah.
Wondering what was the difference between those two pitches, but
And I'm sure Kevin is thinking the same. As a check back to McGroarty at second, he's back with plenty of time.
you can see the freshman laboring a little bit here, slowed down his pace with runners on.
Yeah, McCabe this season has not sacrificed himself often. He has the one sacrifice, but you think he's swinging here for sure. And he takes that one inside for a ball. Just missing again is Ryan on the interior part of the plate.
Looks like the Dolphins are making an adjustment and staying in here.
McCabe has walked 9 times. He has struck out 6 times this season. 1-1 upcoming. And there's one that's fisted onto short. Nathan will double up. McGroarty at second with the throwback to Novotny. So, hard luck line drive this time for Baruch. And at the end of 2.5 innings of play, the score will remain 1-0 in favor of Baruch. So stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Give me back!
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. The College of Staten Island down on the scoreboard 1-0 to Baruch College. A first inning run for Baruch is the difference so far. Their leadoff batter, David Kaplan, earned on via a walk, and he was plated by a base hit from Connor McCabe, who made the last out of the third for the Baruch College Bearcats. That's where we are. The Dolphins still going through their first turn in the order. It will be Anthony Lozada, Michael Ciancio, and Nick Falcone, the batters here in inning number 3. Lozada has really picked up his hitting too, Aaron. He's batting .314 this season, 6 RBI, 8 runs scored. Has just 1 lone extra base hit. That actually came on Tuesday. And he's got 4 walks so far this season. That one hits the outside corner for strike 1.
Really would love to see the Dolphins work the count a little bit here this inning.
See if Lozada has the same ideas here as he will face an 0-1 against Ramirez. Big wind-up, delivery high for a ball.
It'd be interesting to know the pitch count difference so far between Ryan and Ramirez.
And we'll try to get that in between innings as that one misses up high for a ball. 2-1 will be our count. That one is fouled straight back, 2-2.
Getting that leadoff batter on is so important, and it's also for the pitcher critical out. Good things usually happen when you get the leadoff batter on.
Yeah, Lozada His first time up here and his first look at Ramirez will see ball 3 in the dirt, so he will get a payoff pitch to look at. Ramirez, prior to this at bat, had only thrown 14 pitches through the first inning. And that one is ripped towards short. Bobbled initially by Capellan. The throw to first is in time. A nice catch there by McCabe to complete the play. It looked hairy at first, but 1 out for the Dolphins here in the bottom of the third.
And I was going to say last inning, like, you'd like to not only see the Dolphins work the counts, but put the ball on the ground. It's much harder to make a play on the ground than it is in the air. We've made a lot of fly ball outs. Love to see the ball on the ground and see what the Bearcats can do. And just like that, just beat them by a step, but at least make them play defense.
So Ciancio will get his first turn up. Ciancio batting .328 this season. And almost exclusively has been the Dolphins' designated hitter through the last couple of weeks.
Ciancio runs very well.
Yeah. That one is hit towards the foul territory at first base side. Kevin Ryan has thrown 49 pitches through the 3 innings.
Well, that's a significant difference.
Yeah, Ramirez has thrown 22, so less than half. And that one is down low. Ciancio, 6 RBI, 17 runs scored. He's got 4 extra base hits, 3 doubles, and a triple. And that one skips in the dirt as well. So now 3 balls in the count to Ciancio.
Another freshman that Coach Morrow is very excited about having. And you'd like to think now they're not quite so much freshmen as we're almost halfway through the schedule.
Mm-hmm. That one is skied out of play, first base side. That'll hit the stands and make some noise over there. Ciancio, one of 5 first-year faces for the Dolphins in the lineup today, of their 10 at the plate and in the field.
That's a great at-bat right there. That's a good job spoiling the ball in the outside corner.
Yeah, another one fouled off first base side, working on that timing against Ramirez. Every swing important, as Ramirez will hit the second turn in the order after Ciancio's at-bat. Dolphins have faced Ramirez before last season's playoff appearance. Ramirez got a lot of innings against the Dolphins. There's the cut, another one in foul territory.
That's all a coach asks for, 2 strikes battle. Just keep battling until you see a pitch you like. It's a great at bat so far by the freshman. Probably seen 8 pitches by now.
Yeah, and head coach Morrow knows that if Ciancio gets on base, he's always a threat to score, as evidenced by the 17 runs he's scored this season. Ramirez with the wind and the delivery, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Ramirez picks a good time for his first strikeout. Payoff pitch to Ciancio, and that'll bring up the top of the order with 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on for Nick Falcone. Falcone, base hit his first time up, 1 of 2 for the Dolphins in this game. That was to right field. He was later doubled up at first base on the line drive from Jet Navertny. And that one is tagged once again, right field side, but that'll be well out of play.
Falcone's an exciting freshman. He plays with a lot of energy, plays with a lot of enthusiasm. If you sit down by the dugout, you're always hearing him talk and cheer on his teammates. It's going to be an exciting player for the next couple of years for the Dolphins.
Yeah, for sure. Small frame on Falcone makes him very speedy on the base pads. He leads the Dolphins in stolen bases this season. Ramirez, a wind and a sweeping curve misses low. So the count will go to 2-1 on Falcone.
Can't tell if that energy is from the stands or from the dugout.
I think it is from the dugout. Unfortunately, today we fall victim to the, up and down weather here. Yesterday, a much calmer day, much warmer day. It's been overcast most of today. Temperatures in the high 50s, but still not ideal springtime weather. And it keeps the fans away. That one is hit on a line into center field, but again, Deljanin able to scoot over a few paces to his right, make the catch pretty easily, and the Dolphins are 3 up, 3 down in the third. And so we will go to the 4th inning of play with Baruch College ahead, 1-0 over the Dolphins. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox. Under the bed.
Where anyone can get to it. How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Welcome back to the 4th inning here from the CSI Baseball Complex. The College of Staten Island behind in the scoreboard, 1-0, as we get set for inning number 4. Kevin Ryan out there. He is the starter for the Dolphins, and he will face batters 6, 7, and 8 for Baruch College. A big game here in the CUNY standings, and the next half inning will give you those standings and show you what exactly is at stake and how the tournament will play out. It's kind of hard to believe, but that's just 3 weeks away.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's already that far along. Holy cow.
Just about. Just about.
It feels like yesterday it was snowing.
Yeah. Might snow again tomorrow. Who knows?
It very well could with the weather in New England. Just wait a second. It might change.
Liam O'Gara is the batter, and he will take that one for a ball. O'Gara grounded out to second his first time up. Made the final out of Baruch's first inning. And sees that one in there for a strike. Ryan has been at his best when he's been ahead in counts. Gave up a leadoff walk in the first, leadoff hit by pitch in the second, but was able to retire the first batter in the third. And that one is lined into right field, and stepping a few paces to his left is Miola to make the catch.
Designated hitter number 25, Angel Acevedo.
Angel Acevedo will be the batter. Acevedo saw only one pitch from Ryan, and that hit him, I believe, on the right knee.
And again, he's right on that line again. Almost daring Ryan to come back in.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan's been successful when he's coming into batters.
That one is fouled off third base side near the Dolphins clubhouse. Dolphins will play at Lehman tomorrow, a single 9-inning game, and then we'll be back here at the complex on Saturday for a doubleheader against Lehman, starting at 12 noon. Baruch is in the same boat. They have John Jay for a 3-game set Friday and Saturday, so both these teams will play a lot of CUNY baseball in the next 48 hours.
Always interesting to play at Lehman with that setup of right field.
Yeah. Some people who don't know about Lehman will sometimes inquire, wow, we see, Lehman with these big bats, guys with 8, 9 home
Right.
runs, and say, they hit him right down the right field line, and you're almost guaranteed of one down there. It's a very, very unique setup.
Yeah, you got to run uphill. And one side of the tree is a double, and one side of the tree is a home run. So, that's a strike. He went.
Yeah, check swing. He did go, and there's a strikeout for Kevin Ryan. That will be strikeout number 5 for the freshman. For Ryan now, 21 strikeouts this season in 22 innings, and now he will face Kamal Deljanin, who flied out to center his first time up. Deljanin sees that one outside for a ball. Ryan takes his time, looks in, and that one is hit
That's
straight up
straight
in the
up.
air. It might drift into foul territory, but either way, DeMarco is there to make the catch. And for the first time today, it's 1-2-3. Kevin Ryan out of the inning defensively, and the Dolphins will have their turn at the plate in the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, it's the Baruch College Bearcats 1 and the Dolphins nothing. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex here, the campus of the College of Staten Island. Take a look at our current baseball standings, Aaron. You could see the discrepancy. Baruch in first place, the Dolphins in last with a record of 1-4, and they can ill afford another loss or two in that loss column. You can see they're already 3 behind the 2 leaders in Baruch and John Jay. Now, the silver lining here is they still have this game against Baruch, and they have 3 games head-to-head against John Jay. So not all is lost here, but the Dolphins have to start making some of those L's, W's, if they want to give themselves a chance here in the postseason.
Oh, absolutely. And like we talked about the last inning, maybe this is the start of it. Maybe that 3 up, 3 down inning is the start of it. And Coach Morrow and the coaching staff have said they can't afford to drop another game. They've got to go on a win streak, and they've got to win series and put themselves in a spot to be in that top 2.
And Avertny bounces one right back to Ramirez. Ramirez with the underhanded scoop.
Made that interesting.
Yeah, certainly did. But McCabe, who's done a really good job at first base this afternoon, makes the grab there on the scoop, and there's one away. And Avertny now 0-2 on the afternoon. And Dominic Castiglione, who grounded to second his first time up, will have a second turn of Ramirez now. Castiglione comes into the day batting .362.
While the game is still early, we were talking on the break about sometimes when you know it's a must-win game, sometimes start choking on the bat, swinging for the big hit. So you're hoping that they can try and find a way to get a run on the board so they can maybe relax and really take a little bit more, have better approaches at the at-bat than just hoping to tie it with one swing.
Sure. And CSI teams in the past, when they've had success, Aaron, they've always taken one at-bat at a time, one pitch at a time, and you don't see a lot of CSI players, at least in the past, try to hit the 5 and 6 run home runs. They
Right, just
work
trying
together, one line drive at a time.
Pass the baton.
Yep.
And there we go.
That one is roped right through the middle of the infield for a base hit. It's the Dolphins' 3rd hit of the ball game, the first for Dominic Castiglione. He gives the Dolphins a start with Andrew Nathan getting ready to swing here. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning.
The shortstop, number 5, Andrew Nathan.
So Nathan will be the batter. Plenty of pop on his bat over the last few weeks. Nathan, of course, a junior transfer, a first-year face in the CSI lineup, but this is his first turn in the Dolphins uniform.
Had a very successful junior college career.
Yeah, without question, and is inserted into the starting lineup pretty much from day one for the Dolphins. Also can pitch if needed to at times.
You speak to him, very confident young
Yes.
man. Very nice young man, but also very confident.
Yeah. And I think he, too, understands that even though he's a first-year face, that he has to take on the upperclassman role because of so few of those faces on this CSI roster this season.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix of upperclassmen, seniors, and freshmen. And that's through.
That one's roped. Left side of the infield. Another good piece of hitting for Andrew Nathan. And the Dolphins, for the first time today, have back-to-back hits. And it will bring up Sean Becker, who had the Dolphins' second hit of the afternoon back in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1. And he's been probably swinging CSI's hottest bat. He missed 4 games due to injury, but since he's been back in the lineup, he has been very consistent for the Dolphins. He did not play or did not start in CSI's second game of the doubleheader on Tuesday, giving Luke Smaya a turn behind the plate.
Like we talked about, beginning of the inning, trying to one bat at a time, pass the bat.
And now with 2 runners on, Becker takes one on the low corner for a strike. Castiglione with pretty good speed at second. Long base hit could conceivably score him, although there are some good arms out there in the Baruch outfield. Ramirez, a look over his left shoulder. And now comes low to Becker.
That's a great take by Becker.
Yeah, if there's ever a knock on Becker is that he could be a little bit too aggressive as well. He does walk his fair share, but has struck out at the plate. 9 strikeouts this season.
Oh,
There's
that's a
check
pass
swing,
ball.
Yeah, but it gets through on Roque, and that will advance the runners 1 base. And that one kind of short hopped on Roque, but he did not do well to leave it in front of him. Try to backhand it there, Aaron, and it just didn't work.
And again, another good take by Becker.
Man, Becker kind of half offered at it too.
Now you got the infield for Baruch drawn in, so doesn't have to hit it real hard to get it through, and obviously anything in the air would look to score.
Yeah, anything
tie this game.
Anything that finds green could give the Dolphins a lead. That one is ripped foul, first base side.
And you can see Becker is trying to elevate the ball.
Becker leads the Dolphins in extra base hits this season with 10. 7 doubles, a triple, and tied for the team lead with 2 home runs. He can find those gaps.
I'll take a single.
Yeah. A blooper right over the second baseman's head would do just fine.
Oh, that's a great take by Becker. That is a fantastic take on a breaking ball by Becker.
Yeah, hard to lay off those, Aaron. We've seen so many players swing through that breaking ball, but now a 3-2 pitch. First base is open here for J.P. Ramirez, but a big pitch upcoming here to Sean Becker. Here's the delivery from Ramirez.
Ball
and it's
4.
Ropes outside for ball 4. So Becker gets the pass. And now the Dolphins with 2 consecutive base hits, a walk issued to Becker and
here
Nick
comes
Miola.
Coach Torres to talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, and Torres will now try to set things up.
You know, the beauty of this at bat, this inning, is you've had 3 of the older people on this team really be patient, be smart, pass the baton, next person make the at bat. So, you know, now you're bringing Miola to the plate, another upperclassman, and all he needs is a single. All he needs is to put that ball hard to the infield, and he's probably going to score 2.
Yeah, I don't have the numbers in front of me, Evan, but one thing that Miola does do well is hit with runners on, and he's able to sacrifice himself as well. That's also in play. And if you're Baruch, of course, the questions now become where to place your infielders. Obviously, you want to work for a double play to end the inning. You don't have a lot of speed at first base, but if you play too deep, then now anything extended in the holes can lead to an infield hit.
It looks like they're playing him back at regular depth now.
So Miola will be the batter. It's not a sight a lot of pitchers like to see. Miola has been hindered a little bit in recent days, been out of the lineup, but a big senior bat for the Dolphins. He's a third-year senior with this team via transfer. For a long time, led the Dolphins in RBI, surrendered that a couple of weeks ago. He has 10 on the season. Dolphins would love one right here. 1 out, bases loaded. Here is the pitch to Miola, well high for ball 1.
Just got to make him bring it to you. He's got to come to you. Make him throw a pitch that you want to deal with.
Miola has walked 4 times this season. He struck out 11. Here's the pitch. And Miola misses way low. Ramirez misses way low. Now 2-0. So now the pressure squarely on that center circle, Aaron, as a 2-0 pitch upcoming. And Ramirez has to come in with something strong here.
Nowhere to put him. So remember that as a batter. There's nowhere to put him. He has to come to you. So don't go helping him with something that you're not 100% sure you're going to drive.
Here's the pitch.
And there it is.
In the strike zone, it is hit deep enough to likely score Castiglione. It will be a good throw, however.
He's got it.
And he's
out
at the plate. Tag applied by Rowe. Castiglione does not protest. So just a great play. We mentioned those arms in the Baruch outfield. And for the second time today, the Dolphins are doubled up. And Morrow will have a quick conversation with the home plate umpire, but Castiglione does not get under it. And just the body language of Castiglione, Aaron, leads me to believe that he probably got tagged out. So at the end of 4 complete innings, the Dolphins threaten with bases loaded and 1 out, but do not score. And at the end of 4 complete, it's Baruch College 1 and the CSI Dolphins nothing. Stay with us.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do it like that, Uncle Drew.
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did the same. Gotta get the boys.
Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
No doubt you're going places, young lady.
Thank you. And thank you for the interview as well. I can imagine it was the last thing that you wanted to do after such a long campaign meeting.
You really are a very intelligent young woman. You're very smooth.
You're very smooth yourself.
You have no idea.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex, the College of Staten Island, with a golden opportunity in the bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded, 1 out, cannot scratch through a run. And so the score remains 1-0 in Baruch's favor. And for Baruch, it'll be 9-1-2 in this inning, facing Kevin Ryan, who's now working his 5th inning.
And like we talked about last inning, that sometimes that 3 up, 3 down inning can help your offense. And while it was a little bit of a heartbreaking inning, it would be great to get 3 up, 3 down, get back in the dugout and keep swinging the bats and find a way to get that run on the board.
Yeah, certainly the Dolphins a little bit more confident at the plate the second go-round against Ramirez. And we do see an arm throwing in the Baruch bullpen as well. Nobody up for the Dolphins as that one is punched foul.
And Ryan quickly ahead 0-2.
Yeah, I think that's really been the big difference, Aaron, in this game for Ryan is when he's been down in the count, we've seen him kind of flustered a little bit up there. You know, he did lose one batter via the walk, but when he's gotten ahead of hitters, he's been very strong today.
I agreed. When he falls behind, you can see him slow down his pace a little bit, and there's just called strike 3 swinging. I'm sorry. So that's a good start to the inning. Like I said, love to see Ryan continue that quick pace, get him back in the dugout, get him continue to swing in the bat. But here's been a problem. Capion, he's been on base all the time, it feels like.
Yeah, he walked his first time up. He did strike out, swinging his last time at the plate. So officially 0 for 1. Ryan, meanwhile, has fanned 6 Bearcats batters here. He's lost only the one via walk. He did hit a batter in the game. Falling behind here to Kaplan, 1-0.
And you see that pace starts to slow when he gets behind.
So 2-0, and again, Ryan takes his time. Kicks the rubber a few times. And
as opposed to, give me that ball, let me keep firing.
Yep. Capellan will see a 2-0 pitch. And that one does hit the top corner for a strike.
Capellan is very, very, very patient. He's going to make you throw him pitches.
Two one upcoming. And that's well outside as Ryan lost that one a bit. So 3-1, and Capellan should get something to hit here, or will lay off for ball 4 and get his second free pass of the afternoon. The 3-1 pitch.
That's a good pitch. And like I said earlier, he's not going to help you. He wants to make you throw strikes. Impressive as a sophomore. That's exactly what you want from your leadoff batter. Throw pitches. I'm going to find a way to get on. That's my job.
So it'll be a payoff pitch upcoming here for Ryan. The lefty deals, and that one is bounced towards second.
Bounce.
Navertny makes the play
to
to Lozado.
By Lozado.
So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 5th for Baruch. And that will bring up Angelo Alessandro. Alessandro 0 for 2. He struck out looking his first time up and popped up to second his second time up. That was right on the lip of the outfield. Big Cuniac battle here between these two teams. First place versus last place. Dolphins need it in the worst way, as we have a first pitch called strike to Alessandro. 0-1.
I don't know if we've talked about in the past, it's been the top 4 teams. Well, I'm sorry, all of the teams make the CUNY playoffs. Top 4?
Yep.
But this year it's different. It's only the top 2 go, and then the winner of the CUNYAC goes on to play the NAC, sorry, for an at-large, for an NCAA bid. So this is very different than it's ever been in the past. Playing for an NCAA tournament opportunity, playing only the top 2. So every game is precious now.
Yeah, you go from 80% of the teams making the playoffs in a double
That's
elimination.
A great pitch.
In a double elimination format to boot, to having only 40% of the conference making it, and a best of 3 series. So
that changes, right? That you have seniors on this team who have been able to kind of, what matters is May, and kind of build up to that. And now it's you fall behind too soon, too early, and you could be done.
There's a bouncer over to third. Charging is DeMarco. He unleashes to Lozado.
That's a nice job by Lozado.
Nice job in the infield by the Dolphins. And for the second straight inning, Baruch College goes down 1-2-3. So the Dolphins will have another turn at the bat here in the bottom of the 5th coming up. They trail Baruch by a score of 1-0. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball exclusively here on CSI Sportsnet. CSIDolphins.com.
I got a crick in my neck, limp in my step, cramping in my muscles every time I try to flex. it up. It's very sad, no more love. All that I could do was remember you. You know I usually say no, but if you throw me love, I'll throw you some more.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. The College of Staten Island trail Baruch College, and they have been since the first inning of play by a score of 1-0. Dolphins will bring up the 7, 8, 9 hitters in this inning. Anthony DeMarco, Anthony Lozada, and Michael Ciancio. DeMarco hit into a fielder's choice his first time up, a hard hit ball to shortstop.
And it's hard for DeMarco, I'm sure, as he's kind of gotten off to a very slow start his senior year. But sometimes we talk about process, not result. And his process, the last at bat was pretty good. Hit a hard hit ball on the ground. Maybe he can carry that into his next at bat.
Yeah, so DeMarco, who normally has a role near the top of the order, batting near the bottom.
Coach Morrow trying to take some pressure off him, let him find himself right now.
And I think the home plate umpire is having a few words with the CSI.
I think he's talking about artificial noise. Can't use any balls against buckets or anything like that. So I think he's talking about can't use the, I think they were banging on the side of the bullpen, and then he said, you're not allowed to, you're only allowed to clap. And now you see the entire Dolphins bent on this over the fence clapping.
Yeah,
well, sometimes that's what you need. You never know when that little lift of momentum comes from. Maybe that's what they need right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see that clap time and again. So it's a 2-0 pitch upcoming to DeMarco. There's a swing. It's dribbler foul off the plate.
And right in the middle of that is Falcone, like we talked about as a freshman, feisty, fiery, competitive. So fun to see.
There is definitely no shortage of characters on CSI Dolphins team. Plenty will make you laugh. Meanwhile, a 2-1 here to DeMarco. And
that's down the line. That's going to get 2, at least.
Smoke down the third base line. DeMarco's first extra base of the season. And the Dolphins have a leadoff double.
And like we talked about, sometimes it's the weirdest things that get a team going. An umpire comes over, doesn't think he's doing anything, says just clap, and sometimes that's what they need. And I know you can't see it, but the Dolphins bench is pretty animated right now.
Yeah, any excuse to get up and make a fuss. And Dolphins got one there. And Anthony Lozada, who's hit the ball well, but on his last at-bat, also hit one very sharply to shortstop.
I would not be surprised if you see a bunt here.
Stepping off is Ramirez here. We'll give you
I have to tell you, I love the baseball team. They're a really nice group of guys, and I'm probably watching them more than I am the game because they are very animated right now.
So Ramirez now will get set to deliver to Lozada. Lozada squares to bunt, takes it inside for a ball. For a strike, excuse me.
I would not be surprised if you see Coach Morrow trying to move this runner to third base, trying to get that tying run 90 feet closer.
Ciancio is on deck. He struck out his last time up. Ramirez, lefty, giving it a long look in at Roque. Finally gets the sign he wants.
I'll put it down the third baseline. Look where he's... Oh,
Pops
get down,
it
get
up.
down, get down!
It does get down, but foul. So Ramirez gave it a long run, and
oof.
But Lozada's down 2 strikes in the count now.
Or coach standing in that third base batter's box. That's scary when that bunt goes up in the air. Don't want to give up and out that way.
So a bit of new life here for Lozada, who will now have to become a hitter with DeMarco at second base. And has to protect at all costs here. 0-2 upcoming. There's the pitch by Ramirez. And
Oh, that's ball's through.
And escapes Roque on the inside. And DeMarco, well, same as a sacrifice, only there's no out recorded.
And here he is with the bat still. Sometimes it works out in mysterious ways. It's amazing how quickly things can change in the game of baseball. Now here he is with just a little blooper or single through. Scores a run.
1-2 pitch upcoming to Lozada, tying run at third. Dips in there, 2 outside for a ball, so 2-2.
I'm not sure you can hear this Dolphins bench.
No, it's definitely active. The open window helps. You can hear it coming in.
Oh,
that
good
one's
take.
well outside. Lozada lays off.
You could see he got a little antsy, was thinking about it.
See it on your screen, 3-2, nobody out. Runner at third base for the Dolphins, trying to tie this game up. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul, first base side into the parking lot. Dolphins had the bases loaded with 1 out in the 4th inning. A play at the plate ending that one. Here's a 3-2 in the dirt, ball 4. So Lozada earns on via the walk.
Now Lozada does not run well, so what does Coach Morrow do here? And here comes Coach Torres again.
Yeah, second visit for Torres now. As now the Dolphins will have Ciancio up, and Lozada is going to be pinch run for, unless he's going for an equipment
Oh, they're
change.
making a change. They're making a pitching change here. Baruch is making a pitching change.
Yeah, so day is done for Ramirez. We'll get the change before we go to commercial break.
Can't see his number.
Oh, we're still waiting on our new pitcher in the game. Oh, we might as well take a break while we have the time. New pitcher, pitching change coming up for the Baruch College Bearcats. They lead the Dolphins 1-0. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball. We're in the middle of the 5th here from the CSI Baseball Complex. Stay with us.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. The new pitcher for the Baruch College Bearcats is number 14, Daniel Malik. We'll get you the numbers on Malik here. He was the one tossing in the bullpen. And Aaron, by my count here, this is Malik's first appearance of the season.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. This is Malik's 4th appearance.
Okay.
He's 0-1. He has a 10.57 ERA, 7.2 innings pitched. He's given up 11 hits in the 7+, 11 runs, 9 of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He has given up 6 extra base hits in 11 innings. Opponents are batting .324 against him. But he's a right-handed, so a new look here.
A little bit Ramirez of a sidearm if you're watching this.
And we'll try to get you a better look
here. A little bit of
here.
a funky delivery, and sometimes that arm angle is hard to pick up.
But I think you sense from the Baruch coaching staff, Jose Torres, that with the Dolphins all getting their second and third looks at Ramirez coming up, you want to give the batters a different look here. Still nobody out.
Very well could have been the plan the whole time, Davis. Get him through that lineup twice and then get to your bullpen.
So Ciancio is the batter. He's officially 0 for 1. He did strike out against Ramirez earlier in the game. He has runners at the corners to work with. And the first one is well outside for a ball.
Like I said, you can see that sidearm movement. A lot of movement on that ball.
There's the sidearm motion, and Ciancio does lay off for ball 2. An appeal made, but that was pretty clear. Ciancio did not offer. 2-0 the count. There is a base open out there, but last thing Baruch wants to get into is a bases loaded, nobody out situation, especially with the top of the order coming.
Falcone coming up will be very hard to double. Oh,
It has a strike as for the first time, Malik finds the strike zone.
you wonder if he's showing bunt to try and get a strike or if he's showing bunt thinking he's gonna bunt.
So Malik looks in, delivers well high and outside for a ball, so the count will go to 3-1. Dolphins did not make a change at first base. Lozada is still the runner there. Runner at third is DeMarco. Sorry,
You've got to think their priority is how are we going to find a way to get DeMarco in?
3-1. That one is.
That's a contact
Weekly,
play.
they're going to go home. There's the throw. DeMarco's caught in a rundown. He's in trouble. Another throw in to home.
Where is Lozado? Lozado needs to be at third base.
Now they're going to get somebody out, and they do. So the runners will go to second and third. DeMarco runs out of gas, and that's one out.
But if you think about it, Dave, and that's the contact play you run, you're off on contact as the runner in third base. The runner in first job is to get to third, and either one of two things happen. You score, or you end up with runners on second and third and one out. So, you know, the theory is it's a lot easier to field the ground and go to first than it is to get that runner on the rundown. So that's a good job by DeMarco to make, we're going to have an out either way, so we might as well have an out with the runners on second and third.
Yep, so it was first and third with nobody out. Now it's second and third with one out. Ciancio at second, Lozada at third.
And that might get through.
And that one is still carrying.
That's going to get 2. And don't be surprised if Falcone isn't standing on third base. And there he comes.
Never thought twice.
There
in
we
at
go.
Third easily. Base clearing triple, scores 2. The Dolphins take a 2-1 lead.
And I'll tell you, Falcone doesn't play like a freshman, doesn't act like a freshman in the dugout. He's pretty much the emotional spirit of that team and came up in a huge spot.
So it'll be Jet Navertney now with Falcone to pick up at third base. Navertney 0 for 2. He lined out to second, grounded out to first.
And speed on third base.
And there's one inside that finds the strike zone.
That was funky.
Malik comes in to face a couple of batters. Ciancio fielder's choice, and then a 2 RBI triple for Nick Falcone.
That's
and there's
down.
one roped
And there
into
we
left
go.
field. That's going to be a base hit RBI. Falcone comes in to score easily. Navertney with his first hit of the game. Dolphins take a 3-1 lead.
And you kind of just have gotten the sense, Dave, they needed the run. They needed to get that one run so they could all take a deep breath. And don't be surprised if this doesn't continue that train moving now.
The Dolphins now still with just one out. Dominic Castiglione, he's 1 for 2 today as a base hit. Grounded to second his first time up. Navertney at first for him to work with. Dolphins up by 2. And there's one screamed down the third base line, but foul. Oh, one pitch up
And
coming.
he's gone.
Yeah, Navertney is going to be in there easily with the stolen base. So Navertney puts himself in scoring position. And I don't think Malik gave him a look, Aaron.
No, and you got to love how aggressive Coach Morrow is being right here.
Navertney with stolen base number 7 this season. That's second on the team.
And I know it sounds weird that a ground out can get things going, but that contact play, ground ball, shortstop DeMarco going, I think started this inning.
And that one is hit on a line to the outfield. Getting under it and making the grab is Deljanin. That will keep Navertny planted at second base. 2 out here for the Dolphins. That'll bring up Andrew Nathan. Nathan roped one through the left side of the infield for a base hit his last time up. He flied out foul as well, so he's 1 for 2.
With Novotny's speed, you'd love to see that again. That probably scores him.
Two out here, bottom of the 5th. 3 runs in already for the Dolphins as Nathan takes the first pitch strike. Dolphins have done it in this inning with 3 hits, a single, a double, a triple. DeMarco was erased after his double, but 3 runs have scored.
And off goes Jet.
Navertny looking to steal third. He's in there.
Oh,
no! That is a terrible call.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Morrow better be careful here. He better be careful.
Yeah, and we apologize. We didn't get you the look on the screen, but
oh, my goodness gracious.
Navertny was in there with room to spare. That was a very, very bad call by the base umpire. Might not have had a good look at it, but nothing you could do at this point. The Dolphins are down in the 5th inning, but not before they record 3 runs on 3 hits. And at the end of 5 complete innings, it's the College of Staten Island 3 and the Baruch Bearcats 1. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Sportsnet right here on CSIDolphins.com.
That was super fun.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. Big CUNYAC showdown here between the College of Staten Island and Baruch College. We've had a good one. Baruch came out with a 1-0 lead in the top half of the 1st inning, but the Dolphins, with 3 runs in their turn of the 5th, have taken a 3-1 lead. 3 runs on 3 hits in that inning for the Dolphins, and meanwhile it'll be Kevin Ryan who will get set for his 6th inning of work. Ryan will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters this inning for the Baruch College Bearcats. Now, Baruch has been in this situation before. They fell behind in the 2nd game of their doubleheader to the Dolphins, came back and scored a couple of runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning of a 7-inning game earlier this weekend to take a 6-5 win over CSI. But this is a game that CSI desperately needs if they want to stay in contention here in the CUNY Athletic Conference playoff race. And it is Michael McGroarty who will step in. Now, McGroarty today has had the better of Ryan. He's 2 for 2. McGroarty has hit one to right field and to left. He's looking to have himself a day at the plate here against Kevin Ryan, who's been good otherwise. Here's the pitch, and that one is roped towards third. DeMarco fields the long throw to first, well in time, and there's one away. Ryan has now retired 8 batters in a row now for Baruch. He's had 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings. He's working on Roque now. Roque is 0 for 1 in the game. He struck out his first time up and walked his second time up. The walk that was issued to Roque is Ryan's 2nd of the game, and he finds the low inside corner for a strike. Want to say thank you to our colleague Aaron Van Nostrand, who joined us for the first 5 innings of this one. I'll be taking you solo the rest of the way here. Proud to do it. Dolphins in a great game here against Baruch. We've been treated to a few good ones between these two teams over the years, and this one hasn't disappointed either. Both starters doing a really good job. The pitcher of record for the Bearcats is J.P. Ramirez. And there's a big swing and a miss from Roque, 1-2. And Ryan has gone the distance here for the Dolphins, his longest outing so far this season. Ryan came into this game 18.1 innings pitched. He's gone 5 full at least. Well, 5 1/3 at least. That one is hit in the air towards center. That should find some real estate. It does. Bounces in front of Castiglione. He drops it into the infield. It's a base hit for Roque. And Baruch has themselves a base runner here with 1 out. Connor McCabe will be the batter. McCabe has played a very good first base today. He is 1 for 2. Single and an RBI back in the first inning. Baruch's only RBI of the game. And he lined out to short his last time up. They ended up doubling up McGrarty on the play to end the inning back in the third. Ryan starts off with a strike, 0-1. One of 4 CUNY games in 3 days for the Dolphins. All the more important that Ryan goes deep into this one, and he's done a great job for the Dolphins here as the count goes to 1-1. A 1-1 pitch upcoming. That one drops in there for a strike. Strike 2, so 1-2 now to McCabe. McCabe has been patient at the plate so far today. Get you some pitch counts when we can here. There's a check back to first. Ryan, 79 pitches. This will be number 80 upcoming for him. Still has some room for more. And there's one that is hit deep in the air towards center field. Castiglione races in to meet up with it and makes the catch. And Baruch is down to their final out here of the 6th. It will be up to the bat of Liam O'Gara. O'Gara 0 for 2 today. He grounded out to second base and lined out to right field his last time up. And that was back in the 5th to start that inning. Trying to keep Baruch alive here in the 6th. They led for 5 innings, now trail by 2. The runner at first is Roque, and the check back to him is not in time. There's one that is laid off on by O'Gara for a ball. Roque at first base has only 1 stolen base on 1 attempt this season. So not an imminent threat. He holds, and there's one that's outside for a strike. Baruch College with 1 run on 3 hits. Dolphins have gotten their 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors in the game. That's just the way we like it. There's the pitch. Check swing. That is a swing. Did go around. That's a easy call there for the home plate umpire. That'll get the count to 1-2. And O'Gara down to his last strike here in this 6th inning. Dolphins in their turn of the 6th will have the 4, 5, 6 batters up. Before that can happen, the pitch to O'Gara, the lefty. Outside and low for a ball. See the fans behind the catcher bundled up here as Temperatures start to dip here at the College of Staten Island. Started out in the mid-50s. There's the pitch, and that one is smoked into center field. Castiglione doesn't move much, makes the catch, and Baruch is out of their turn of the 6th inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th here from the College of Staten Island. It's the CSI Dolphins 3 and Baruch College 1. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball exclusively here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
This is why you took a second job. While you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. While you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex here. A good one between the College of Staten Island and the Baruch College Bearcats. Our score is 3-1 here as we get set for the bottom of the 6th inning. The Dolphins will bring up their 4, 5, 6 hitters here in this inning. Andrew Nathan, Sean Becker, Nick Miola, who've all hit the ball pretty well in their first few turns up at bat against the starter, J.P. Ramirez. This will be their first turn against the reliever for Baruch College, Daniel Malik. Malik giving up the 3rd run in that 3-run 5th inning for the Dolphins. The pitcher of record is Ramirez. But this will be their first turn against Malik. So Andrew Nathan will be the batter. He's 1 for 2. Flied out foul and a base hit to left side of the infield his last time up. He takes strike 1. Nathan was at the plate when the Dolphins got out of the 5th inning on the called caught stealing on Navertney, and there's one that's roped into left, and it will drop in front of Alessandro in left field. So a leadoff single for Andrew Nathan, his 2nd hit of the ball game, the Dolphins' 8th of the game, and it'll bring up Sean Becker. So Becker today is officially 1 for 1. Base hit, stranded in the 2nd inning, and he walked his last time up. Again, both times against Ramirez. This is his first turn against Malik. The check back to Nathan, a fake throw. Nathan gets back. We'll reset things here. Nathan not an imminent threat to steal, but has a little bit of wheels at first. There's a bunt laid down, and it's going to go out of play for Becker. Did not expect Sean Becker to lay down the bunt. He does have 1 sacrifice this season. For Andrew Nathan, he has 4 stolen bases in 4 attempts. But every single run for the Dolphins crucial for insurance purposes. This is a 9-inning game. So still plenty of baseball left here from the CSI Baseball Complex, as stepping off the rubber again is Daniel Malik. He wants a new ball, and he will get one from the plate umpire. Malik came into the game in a 1st and 3rd no-out situation last inning. Managed to get out of the inning. The Baruch College did surrender 3 runs in the inning. And taking down low is Becker. Count will go to 2-1. Lots of cheers coming up now from the CSI dugout. They're into it. Dolphins trying to improve to 2-4 in conference play. And that one drops in there for a call strike. Even with a win today, CSI would still need to climb its way up into the upper crust of the conference. Baruch would fall to 4-2 with the loss. And there's a check swing. It looked like Becker did go. Indeed, he did. So Becker is down on strikes. First strikeout of the game for Malik. And that'll bring up Nick Miola. So for Miola today, he is 0 for 2. He flied out twice to center field. On the second fly out, which was back in the 4th inning, it was a play at the plate that got Dominic Castiglione that ended that inning. The Dolphins had bases loaded with just 1 out. And then, of course, the Miola fly out and then the play at the plate resulted in the end of the inning and the threat. First really big threat of the game for the Dolphins, and they would end up scoring 3 runs in the next inning to take the 3-1 lead. Swing and a miss from Miola, as Malik took a lot off of that pitch. So Miola quickly in the hole, 0-2. He's got Nathan to work with at first base, a leadoff single for him. Malik got Becker out on strikes, and that one is popped up, flied out to center field. Making the catch easily is Deljanin, backing up a couple of steps, and the Dolphins are down to their final out here in the 6th. Anthony DeMarco will be the batter. DeMarco led off the 5th inning for the Dolphins with his first extra base of the season. 24 games into the 2019 season, and DeMarco utilizing that. So it'll be an 0-1 count here to Anthony DeMarco. Trying to keep the Dolphins alive in the inning. And that one misses high, 1-1. Wonder here if CSI Dolphins head coach Mike Morrow will send Andrew Nathan, try to get him into scoring position. At the very worst, you lead off with DeMarco next inning. See what the Dolphins will like to do here. And Nathan will go. Roque will make the throw, not in time. That was a strike issued to DeMarco. So the count will go to 1-2 to DeMarco, but Nathan is in scoring position. His first stolen base of the game, his 5th of the season. And now another big moment in the game here for Anthony DeMarco. Certainly an extra base will get the insurance run home, but with Nathan running on just about anything hit, any kind of base hit should score him. Here's the pitch. And strike out looking against DeMarco as he falls out on strikes. So we will go to the 7th inning of play. Final frames. Dolphins lead Baruch College 3-1 after 6. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do it like that, Uncle Drew!
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did the same. Gotta get the boys.
Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex. You see it on your screen, the current CUNYAC baseball standings, and you recognize the urgency here for the CSI Dolphins as they desperately need this game to keep themselves in line. The Dolphins have a 3-game set with Lehman starting tomorrow. They'll play 1 tomorrow and then 2 on Saturday here. And they still do have 3 games in hand against John Jay. So they'll need some help at some point from somebody to advance above CCNY in the standings. But none of that really matters unless the Dolphins can piece together some wins. And right now they're 3 innings away from securing their second win in CUNY play. They are up on Baruch by a score of 3-1. The batter for Baruch is Angel Acevedo. Acevedo 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, and he struck out swinging his last time up. And that one is hit towards third base. The throw to first is in time to Lozada, and there is 1 away. That'll bring up Kamal Deljanin, and for Kevin Ryan, that is his 11th putout in the last 12 batters. He has retired 11 of the last 12. Deljanin is the batter. He is 0 for 2 today. He flied out to center field, and then he flied out foul. This is straight back in our neck of the woods here. Goes, hits us here in the top of the press box. And Ryan is quickly ahead 0-1 on Deljanin. And that one is smoked through the left side of the infield. That will be a base hit for Kamal Deljanin. Only the 6th hit for Baruch here today. And once again, with 1 out, Baruch is in business here as Emmanuel Taveras will come up to bat. Taveras this season is 0 for 10 for the season. He's 0 for 2 today. He has struck out twice against Ryan. Looking to lay down a bunt. That one takes low for a ball. Here's the windup. Once again, laying one down. That's a very good bunt there by Taveras. The throw to first, the only play. And Dolphins will see Deljanin back into second base. So sacrifice bunt executed by Taveras puts Deljanin at second base. With 2 outs here, it'll be up to Davik Capellan. Capellan 0 for 2 today. He walked his first time up and scored Baruch's only run of the game. He was then Kevin Ryan's 4th strikeout victim, and then he grounded to second his last time up. That one is fouled straight back. So Capellan will see an 0-1 pitch here. Ryan gives a look over at second, and there's another one that will go through the infield. Baruch will try to get one in. They do. The only play for CSI is at second base. And that one was just bobbled by Falcone in the outfield, and that got Deljanin in. So an RBI single for Capellan makes this a 1-run game here. And the very speedy Capellan is at first base, and we might see a pitching change here for the CSI Dolphins. Mike Morrow will get the ball from Kevin Ryan. So Ryan, officially 6 2/3 innings of work, will yield the mound. He had a great performance here for CSI. And it will be number 22, Stephen Kolika, who will come in relief. So we will step aside, take a break. When we come back, more CSI Baseball live here from the CSI Baseball Complex. It's the Dolphins 3 and Baruch College 2. Pitching change, more coming up next.
Listen now, can you hear the the sun. Can you feel the sun?
Welcome back here to the CSI Baseball Complex. The new pitcher for CSI is number 22, Stephen Kalika. Kalika, not a lot of work this year for the Dolphins. This is
Listen now. Can you hear the bluebird? Look up now. Can you feel the sun? Can you feel the sun?
Struck out looking, popped out to second base, and grounded to third. Here's the pitch. Inside, call, strike, 1-1. So, Kalika, does everything he's been guilty of, it's been erratic. He does have
Listen now. Can you hear the bluebird? Look up now. Can you feel the sun?
a nice job. So the count will be 2-1 here to Alessandro. Michael McGroarty's on deck. He has 2 of Baruch's 7 hits today. Runner goes, throw is high, and that one's on a line and dead to rights. And out on the play and out of the inning is Capellan. And so Baruch is able to score a run and get one closer. And at the end of 6.5 innings of play, it's time to stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Coming up, it's the College of Staten Island 3 and Baruch College 2. Stay with us. You're watching CSI Baseball right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi. You mean you were driving? Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
We are back here at the CSI Baseball Complex, the College of Staten Island. Owners of a 3-2 lead here against Baruch College as we get set for the last of the 7th inning. Anthony Lozada is our leadoff batter for the Dolphins. He's 0 for 1 officially. This is his his first at bat against Daniel Malik. Lozada today grounded to short and walked. He was the second walk that was issued by J.P. Ramirez, who right now is the pitcher of record for Baruch. We'll get you his line after this at-bat, as we have a 2-0 pitch that will be upcoming to Anthony Lozada. Malik looking to work quickly. Brushes Lozada back. .3-0 pitch upcoming, taking the bunt away from Lozada, and he sees a strike. 3-1. .3-1 pitch upcoming here, and that one hits the top of the strike zone for strike 2. So Malik not wanting to give up the first batter here of this inning. We'll have a payoff pitch upcoming. Here it is. And that one is turned on and hit a ton towards left field. If it reaches the warning track, it's trouble. It does. And Lozada is going to go into second with a stand-up double. Anthony Lozada with a smoker to left field puts the Dolphins in business. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out here for Michael Ciancio. Ciancio 0 for 2. After raising that batting average up to .328, Ciancio looking for his first hit of the evening. He's 0 for 2. He struck out, was J.P. Ramirez's first strikeout victim, and he was the first batter to face Daniel Malik back in the 5th inning. He grounded into a fielder's choice towards shortstop. Going back is Lozada. Big moment here for Ciancio, about to see his first pitch of the at-bat. That one's well inside for a ball. Connor McCabe at first base was certainly cheating inside, and now he reaches the lip of the grass again. Thought maybe Ciancio would be bunting. He is not. McCabe once again cheats up the first baseline, and dropping one in for a strike is Malik, so the count will go to 1-1. Malik again sets. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. That one was well outside of the strike zone as Ciancio tried to reach. And the count will go to 1-2. Big moment here. He will try to get Lozada over to third base. Infield, normal depth. Here's the pitch. And that swung on and hit in the air. It might not be deep enough to tag, and Lozada, that was a great throw by Del Janin, so Lozada has to retreat back to second base. We'll have the top of the order. Nick Falcone jumped on the first pitch of his last at-bat. Falcone today 2 for 3. He's got a single. He flied out to center, and he tripled to left center, 2 RBI. To give the Dolphins the lead that they assumed back in the bottom of the 5th inning. At the time they took a 2-1 lead. It's now 3-2 in favor of the Dolphins. Here's the pitch, and that's low and inside for a ball. Falcone coming into this day batting .277, but that'll go up some points today, as he's 2 for 3 so far, looking to do some more damage. He asks for time, gets it. The line for J.P. Ramirez earlier in the day, 4 innings pitched, a couple of runs given up, 1 of them earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And Falcone sees that one on the low corner for a strike. A 1-1 pitch upcoming with Lozada at second. And that one drops too far outside for a ball. Malik with pitch number 44 upcoming since he's come in the 5th. Malik has gone 2 1/3. He's given up 1 run. It was earned on 4 hits since coming in. And that one is hit foul, first base side. That'll reach the parking lot. See the runner at second base enter your screen. Be a 2-2 upcoming here to Falcone. Another big moment in the game here. Baruch trying to keep this a 1-run game, and that one's fouled straight back. On deck is Jet Navertny. RBI base hit his last time up. He stole second base after he reached and then was called out stealing, trying to steal third base, a play in which he looked well safe. He was called out on the play. Here's the pitch, and that one is roped into the outfield. That'll be a base hit. That's Falcone's 3rd hit of the game. Lozada is on his horse. He will come home. Standing up, Falcone looking to take second. He will on the throw. A base hit, RBI for Nick Falcone. That's 3 on the day for him. Lozada scores for the 2nd time today. The Dolphins have a 4-2 lead.
Second baseman, number 2, Jet Navertny.
So Anthony Lozada, who led off with a leadoff double, comes around to score, and the Dolphins get that run that they yielded in the 7th back here in their turn of the 7th. And Jet Navertny will look to trade places here with Nick Falcone, who's at second. You know, lost in all that was the mishandle on the relay throw for Baruch that allowed Falcone to go from first to second. Falcone's base hit was the 10th hit of the game for the Dolphins. Jet Navertny will be the batter. He rips one into the outfield. Will it land in front? No, it will not. Nice running catch by Alessandro for out number 2 here in this one. But the Dolphins starting to hit the ball on lines here against Daniel Malik. And now it'll be Dominic Castiglione, the batter. Castiglione today 1 for 3. He grounded to second, base hit up the middle, and flied out to center field. Dolphins up 4-2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that one is in there dead red for a strike. Dolphins with 3 runs in the 5th and now 1 here in the 7th. Baruch scored 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 7th. Here's the pitch, and that one is hit in the air, giving it a long run, looking to make the catch, but cannot make it, is Taveras. He gave it a good run, and now caught is Castiglione, but with no one at first, he's able to retreat. It's a base hit, RBI for Dominic Castiglione. The Dolphins now with a 5-2 lead as Falcone easily coming home on the play. So for Nick Falcone, it's his 2nd run scored of the game. For Dominic Castiglione, his 2nd base hit, 1st RBI. And Andrew Nathan will look to keep the parade going here. Nathan is 2 for 3. He flied out foul to first his first time up, and then 2 consecutive singles after that. And that one is hit out of play. Dolphins up 5-2 after being down 1-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. They added 3 in the 5th. 2 now here in the 7th. And they've made this a 5-2 game. Get a good look at Andrew Nathan here and the one-on-one battle with Daniel Malik. There's the pitch, and that one is swung on foul, out of play. Nathan came into this game batting .333, and that will obviously elevate. A couple of base hits. He's stolen a base here. That one is hit straight up in the air behind the plate, and making the catch is the catcher, Roque. It's the 2nd time Nathan has flied out foul. So the Dolphins are down here in the 7th inning, but not before they score another couple of runs big insurance runs for the Dolphins, and they take a 5-2 lead going into the 8th inning. So Baruch coming to bat in the 8th. When we come back, it's the Dolphins 5 and Baruch College 2. Stay with us.
Mom.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back here to the CSI Baseball Complex. We have another pitching change for the Dolphins. Salvatore Trancucci will be the pitcher. Safe situation for him here in the 8th inning. Dolphins up by 3, 5-2. So Stephen Kalika's day is over as he came in relief of Kevin Ryan in that 7th inning. So we'll give you his line, or the lines for all CSI pitchers. For Kevin Ryan, officially 6 2/3 innings. He gave up 2 runs. Both of them were earned. 6 hits allowed, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 93 pitches. For Stephen Kalika, he goes the 1/3 of an inning. He threw 7 pitches. That's it. Got out of that inning with a caught stealing. And now it's Salvatore Trancucci's job to try and close things out. Now the Dolphins have, I believe that's Christian Capion also warming up for the Dolphins. So this may be a situation where Mike Morrow gets some of his starters' arms loose. Trancucci is expected to pitch at some point over the next couple of days against Lehman College, as is Christian Capion, who's tossing. So maybe this is just a chance to get these guys a little bit of work. Hopefully uneventful couple of innings for the Dolphins. Baruch has had a lot to say about CSI leads in the past, as Trancucci deals the first pitch a ball and then comes in there with a strike as he faces Angelo Alessandro. Alessandro was at the plate when the last inning ended on the Capellan caught stealing. And he takes a big hack, and that'll be strike 2. Alessandro today is 0 for 3. He struck out looking, popped up to second base, and grounded to third. You can see the velocity on Trancucci's pitches. And that one is hit straight in the air above us. That'll reach the stands. Trancucci adjusting the jersey here. CSI a record of 9-15 this year. Looking to avoid the season sweep to Baruch, something that's never happened in the history of these two teams meeting. And there's a strikeout looking for Salvatore Trancucci. It's the second time Alessandro has been retired on strikes. First strikeout of the game, obviously, for Trancucci. And Michael McGroarty will be the batter. McGroarty with 2 of Baruch's 6 hits in the game. He's 2 for 3. He also grounded to third his last time up. And he hits that one straight up in the air. That's fair territory for DeMarco. Couple steps to his right and left, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. And Gerardo Roque will be the batter. So Roque is 1 for 2 today. He struck out his first time up. He walked back in the 3rd inning, and he singled his last time up. He was stranded back in the 6th inning of play. There's a big swing and a miss by Roque. Trancucci, a backup catcher on this team, has pitched well when he's been given the opportunity, and now he's become a regular in the starting rotation. That's how things work when you're a freshman. And strike, swing and a miss for strike two. He's done a great job with the opportunity he's been given. Trancucci this season 1-0 with a 3.6 ERA. This is his 16th inning of work. He's given up 13 hits in the 6 innings. That one is fouled first base side. Trancucci with 7 runs allowed, 6 of them earned. He's walked only 4 batters, but he struck out 23. That's second highest on the team, next to Esposito's 29. That one's down low for a ball, 1-2. Trancucci at the plate this season has had 16 at-bats as well. So, like I said, it's been a season of transition for the first-year transfer who is making his collegiate debut with the Dolphins. Trancucci, opponent batting average is .224 this year. He's been wild on just 1 pitch. He has balked twice, and he has allowed 2 home runs this year. Both of those are team highs. Roque looking to give Baruch a start, and Dolphins wanted out of that inning. Becker could not control the pitch, so the count goes to 2-2, and Trancucci very emphatically rips that ball into his glove. He thought that was strike number 3. Instead, he winds on a 2-2. And that one hits the outside corner, strike 3. So Trancucci faces 3 batters, strikes out 2 of them, and Baruch is out in the 8th inning.
Ma.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the CSI Baseball Complex here. We're getting set for the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dolphins with a 5-2 lead, looking to put a couple of more insurance runs on the board, I'm sure, before they get ready for the 9th inning of play. And as we get set here for the bottom of the 8th inning, the Dolphins will go with batters 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. And getting set for another inning of work here will be Daniel Malik. Malik, who came in the middle of the 5th inning, has gotten out of the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And we are going to have a new catcher coming into the game for Baruch. That's been the reason for the delay. And I believe that will be number 55. Nicholas D'Angelo will be the new catcher. So D'Angelo will be the new catcher. He replaces Gerardo Roque, who struck out looking his last time up. With We've also been given the notice that the Dolphins will make a pitching change in the top of the ninth. We'll get you that in just a moment. A lot happening. That's why we went silent for a little while, as we have a couple of changes going on. And meanwhile, it'll be Sean Becker who will start things off for the Dolphins. Becker officially 1 for 2 today. He had a base hit, he walked, he struck out in that order. Getting a chance here to start things off in the 8th. Malik pitched the 5th, 6th, and 7th for Baruch. He is not the pitcher of record. J.P. Ramirez is. Here's the pitch, and Becker smokes one towards third. It's fielded and thrown to first in time. Nice play by O'Gara. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Nick Miola will be the batter. For Miola today, 0 for 3. He's flied out 3 times to center field, and that'll do it for Daniel Malik. So Malik will come out of the game, and we'll get the pitching change here for Baruch. And it will be number 41, I believe. I'm not sure. Robert Rahman. Rahman 0-1, 6.94 ERA.
Now pitching for the Bearcats, number 41, Robert Rahman.
So Rahman will replace Daniel Malik. While we have this little break, we won't go to break. We'll give you the line on Malik. Malik officially 3.1 innings of work. He gave up 3 runs, all of them earned. He gave up 6 hits. He did strike out 2. Did not walk anybody. He threw a total of 56 pitches. Induced 5 flyouts, a couple of ground outs. And he did allow 2 stolen bases on his watch. But with the bases clear, future responsibilities belong to Rahman. More line on Robert Rahman. He's 0-1, 6.94 ERA. This is his 4th appearance of the season, his 2nd in relief. He's pitched 11 2/3. He's given up 13 runs, 12 runs, 9 of them earned. He's walked 3 and struck out 10. Opponents are batting .277 against him. He's given up 5 extra bases in 11 2/3, 4 doubles and a home run. He's been wild twice. He's hit a couple of batters. But more work here for pitchers. And again, we bring up the standings in the CUNY Baseball Conference. There are, I believe, no other CUNY games going on today, but there'll be some action tomorrow. John Jay will face Baruch, and CSI will face Lehman. So you see at the end of the 3-game set between Baruch and John Jay, and CSI's 3-game set with Lehman this weekend, the complexion of those standings can and probably will change somewhat. So while there's still enough baseball left to make a difference, we've reached that halfway mark after today, and things are coming more into complexion. So Nick Miola will be our batter. 1 out, nobody on. Miola 0 for 3 today. And CSI's first look here against Rahman. Fouled straight back. Miola 18 of 63 this season. 4 extra base hits. And that one skips in the dirt in front of D'Angelo. D'Angelo also came in this inning, replacing Gerardo Roque. Roque caught the whole game for Baruch. He struck out looking his last time up, so it's curtains for him in this one. There's the pitch. That one is swung on and hit straight up in the air, and that'll be out of play. One-two pitch upcoming, And that one is swung on and hit sharply towards short. The play made. The throw is in time. Capellan to McCabe, and Dolphins are down to their final out here in the 8th inning as Anthony DeMarco will step up. We have an exciting weekend on tap for you here on CSI Sportsnet on Saturday. Myself and Chris Notaro will be on. Joe Foreman mixed in as well for a CSI doubleheader against Lehman College. And then on Sunday, it will be CSI softball as the College of Staten Island will be hosting the College of New Rochelle for a non-conference doubleheader. Mike Babuski and Nicholas Durst get the call for that one. And that one is hit on a line to third base, but that will swing foul. DeMarco today, 1 for 3, bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up to short, doubled down the left field line his second time up, and was caught looking at strike 3 his last time up. He'll face an 0-2 here. The pitch, and that one's outside for a ball. Set for Rahman. He puts one down low, skips in the dirt. D'Angelo has to chase, and it'll be 2-2. For Baruch in the 9th inning, they will have their 5th, 6th, and 7th batters up. Trancucci was the pitcher in the 8th. Dolphins likely to make a change in the 9th. Outside, ball 3. Three-two pitch upcoming here, and it is hit and blooped into the outfield. That'll register for a base hit for Anthony DeMarco. A 2-out hit for DeMarco puts him at first base now for Anthony Lozada. Lozada 1 for 2. He walked and had a double his last time up.
First baseman, number 11, Anthony Lozada.
And that one goes outside to start the count. So Lozada bounced into short his first time up, walked his second time out up and scored, and doubled and scored a run back in the 7th. And he rips that one through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Anthony DeMarco gets into second, will hold there. So the Dolphins with 2 outs now have back-to-back singles. And Michael Ciancio looking for his first hit of the evening. Will have 2 base runners to work with here with 2 out. Ciancio today has faced 3 different pitchers now. And will fly that one straight up in the air, giving chase and making the play is Taveras. So Baruch is out of the inning, but they are down to their final 3 outs of the game. We go to the bottom of the, we go to the top of the 9th inning as we've lost something here. Okay, so they will go to the top of the 9th inning. It is CSI 5 and Baruch College 2. So we'll keep it right here as we get set for our final few outs of the game. If the Dolphins can get out of this one and come out of here with a victory, they will advance. And it will be Esposito coming into the game. John Esposito is 2-2 this season. He's got a 0.93 ERA. This is his 8th appearance of the year. It's his 4th appearance in relief. He's pitched 29 innings. That leads the Dolphins. He's given up 23 hits. He's given up 15 runs, only 3 earned runs, 14 walks, and 29 strikeouts is the highest on the team. Esposito's opponents are batting just .207 against him. But the alarming line for Esposito is that the Dolphins fielders have not done right behind him. Esposito has given up 15 runs this season, but 12 of them, or 80% of them, have been unearned, as he's been a victim of some rotten luck. That's why he's 2-2, and perhaps not 4-0 this season. In one game against CCNY, he was a 5-1 loser, having not given up an earned run in that game. And he will face, in this inning, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Baruch College: Connor McCabe, Liam O'Gara, and Angel Acevedo. Between the three, 1 of 8, they've been on base twice. Acevedo got on via a hit by pitch, and McCabe registered a base hit in the game. So Esposito is on base to try and wrap this one up. Could go a long way here for the Dolphins in the standings. We'll give you those upon the conclusion of this game. So Esposito will face 5, 6, and 7. And we have a special guest joining us. Not really much of a guest, but one of the voices of Sportsnet, CSI's own Mike Babusky. Mike, welcome to the broadcast. You're a little late.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Just getting out of work, but it's, great to see the Dolphins playing well once again and, holding a 5-2 lead going into the 9th.
Yeah, and this has really been an enjoyable 9 innings here. Back and forth play. It's a pitcher's duel for the first, 4 or 5 innings or so. The Dolphins got some timely hitting in the 5th to take the lead. Baruch scratched back, but the Dolphins adding some insurance. And that one is fouled straight back and out of play for a strike. So Esposito's job is to stay in front of the hitters here and get some quick outs in the 9th. He's the 4th Dolphins pitcher being used here, but a terrific starting performance from Kevin Ryan. It's exactly what the Dolphins needed as well. And that one is smoked right up the middle of the infield for a base hit. So if you're Connor McCabe, there's no such thing as a 3-run home run with nobody on base. He gives Baruch a start here, their 7th hit of the game. And the Bearcats will not go quietly here in the 9th inning. Down by 3, they get the leadoff runner on.
Yeah, and, that's a big at-bat there for the Bearcats, Dave. Down by 3, as you mentioned, to get that leadoff runner on, put immediate pressure on Esposito on the mound.
So O'Gara will be the batter. O'Gara 0 for 3. He's hit the ball hard the last couple of times to the outfield. That is well outside the pitch from Esposito. Esposito, the second right-hander to face Baruch. Ryan and Kalika, the first 2 pitchers, were lefties. And that one missing low and away, and the count will go to 2-0.
Yeah, Dave, and I'm sure that you had a chance to mention it, but with the revised playoff formula within the CUNYAC Conference, this is a huge game for the Dolphins here this afternoon.
We've mentioned it a bunch of times today, how Dolphins really, it's not a must-win game as far as mathematics are concerned, but it's about as must-win as you can get here as we approach the halfway point in the conference season. Dolphins do have 3 games in hand against John Jay, who they also chase in the standings, but they need to start with this one right here. And there's one that's chopped deep in the hole towards second. They will try for the force out at second. They do get it. And so O'Gara will trade places with McCabe at first. It's a fielder's choice ground out. And so O'Gara will be at first with 1 away.
Yeah, and that was a nice play that time by Navertny, Dave. I thought he might take the shore out at first base with the team holding on to a 3-run lead, but he went for the lead runner and got it, and that makes it a good play.
Yeah, so good job of turning the play the way they wanted to, and Acevedo will be the batter. He's officially 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, and then he struck out swinging and grounded to third his last time up. He's faced three different pitchers now in this game. And he takes that one for a strike, 1-1. So Kalika went 1 inning. Trancucci went 1 inning, and now Esposito working his one and only inning. And we'll get to the comment in just a second here after this pitch, as that one's fouled away. And you'd expect, Mike, that the 1 inning stints are really a chance for the Dolphins to get their arms warm, as you'd have to think that all three of those guys, Kalika, Trancucci, and Esposito, will all see a lot of work. Dolphins play 3 games over the next 48 hours.
Yeah, Dave, like you mentioned, the Dolphins are going to be very busy, and, they also had that doubleheader against New Rochelle 2 days ago. So a lot of taxing work for the pitches, as a call is taken for strike 3. And, I see that Acevedo is very upset. I didn't think it was that outrageous a call, Dave. It looked pretty close from up here.
Yeah, absolutely. If anything, it caught the outside of the plate, but enough of it to line up Acevedo. And first strikeout, obviously, for Esposito in the game. And it'll be on the bat of Deljanin now. Deljanin is 1 for 3. Did have a base hit his last time up. And he takes that one well outside for a ball. Runner at first is O'Gara, who earned on via the fielder's choice. Deljanin flied out to center field. He flied out foul to third, and he cut one in through the left side of the infield for a base hit. And that one drops low for a ball, 2-0.
Yeah, so, Esposito trying to work his way out of trouble after allowing that leadoff single, and fell behind the second batter 2-0, Dave, and has done a nice job coming back, getting the fielder's choice and the strikeout, and is now 1 out away.
And that one drops in for a strike, 2-1, and obviously no one warming up in the Dolphins bullpen, so this game is Esposito's here to finish. Two-one pitch, swung on and drilled down the left field line, but that is well foul. And getting all of that one was Deljanin. And, Mike, Dolphins up here, but Baruch College did beat the Dolphins in the bottom of the 6th inning of their doubleheader by a score of 6-5 coming from behind back on Sunday. So that's playing into their minds a little bit as well. This game's not over till it's over. Dolphins know that by experience, and the count's going to go full here to Deljanin, and the game-tying run is in the on-deck circle in Emmanuel Taveras.
Yeah, now 1 pitch away, Dave.
Taveras looks like he'll be pinch hit for if that's the case. Runner goes, and a foul keeps the at-bat alive for Deljanin.
Yeah, that ball popped out of Becker's glove at the last minute, and that keeps the at-bat alive, Dave. But, like you were mentioning, these two teams have a long history going into the CUNYAC playoffs and everywhere else, where these games tend to be decided sometimes in the last at-bat for either team.
Yep. If given the opportunity, Jorge Keith Mercado is taking some hacks on deck, so he would be the pinch hitter. But before that, a 3-2 hit to Deljanin. Runner obviously will be in motion, and the check back at first is not in time.
Yeah, Esposito, Dave, leading the team in ERA with an ERA under 1, and, head coach Mike Morrow recognizing the importance has brought him out to close this game.
And there's one that's ripped towards third base. It's muffed a bit by DeMarco, no play, and earning on base will be Deljanin, and now Baruch College with the game-tying run at the plate. 2 men on, 2 out.
Yeah, so that was a ground ball to DeMarco. It took a tough hop on him, Dave, and he was unable to make the play. And
E5 has been the ruling here from the statistician's booth, so officially an E5. Anything from here on in would be unearned. And it will be Jorge Keith Mercado. We'll give you his line if we get the opportunity to. 2 out, big spot for him. And that'll be outside for a ball. For Mercado this season, he's batting .333. Limited at-bats. He's 6 of 18. He does have 3 RBI and 1 run scored. He only has 4 starts this season, but this is his 6th appearance as a pinch hitter or relief on the base pads, and he takes that one up high for a ball, 2-0.
Yeah, and Dave, Esposito, a freshman, and he's pitched very well this year, but now having to battle back from adversity. It looked like he overthrew both of those pitches and is down in the count now, 2-0.
And one of Baruch's hottest hitters, Davik Kaplan, is on deck. And there's a strike, 2-1 now, as the fans trying to get behind Esposito. We mentioned when Esposito came in the game, he's been hard luck on the mound at times. He has given up 15 runs this year, but 12 of them have been unearned. And if anything comes across in this inning, Mike, they too would be unearned.
Yeah, that'll just add to the total.
Yeah. But it's 2-2. And before we can discuss any of that, Mercado will have to keep Baruch alive here in the top of the 9th inning. Baruch down 5-2, 2 runners on. Esposito gives a look over his right shoulder, delivers, and swung on, check swing, foul.
Yeah, so the last at bat, Dave, the Bearcat, Dijon, fouled the foul ball back with 2 strikes that could not be held on to. Check swing on that last 2-strike pitch.
So here we go, 2-2. They'll do it over again. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So John Esposito gets the Dolphins through. He gets the save, the win for Kevin Ryan, and the Dolphins advance. They get their 10th win overall on the season, and their 2nd win in the CUNY Conference. They defeat Baruch College by a score of 5-2.
Yeah, that's a huge win there, Dave, for the Dolphins. The difference between 2 and 4, Dave, and 1 and 5 is immense. And now the Dolphins go into their big games against Lehman this weekend, where they'll have 3 conference games upcoming with a little bit of momentum and looking to build on that momentum as they will go in with a big victory here this afternoon.
So Baruch College takes 2 of 3 from Staten Island on the season series. You take a look at your updated standings, and you can obviously interchange the 1st and 2nd teams and the 4th and 5th. They're both trailing in the standings, but the Dolphins have a 3-game set with Lehman. So you look at that 4th and 5th place with Lehman and Staten Island. That'll be decided this weekend. The Dolphins are able to take all 3. They're right back in the thick. If they're able to take 2 out of 3, not so bad, but the Dolphins have 3 enormous games coming up this weekend. 1 at Lehman tomorrow, and then a doubleheader set here at the baseball complex on Saturday.
Yeah, and Dave, you look at the standings, and there's such a disparity between the number of games played within the conference that you really got to look at things by the number of losses each team has. And right now Staten Island has 4 losses, and they really need to hold the number right there. No other team in the conference with more than 3 losses outside of CCNY. Lehman and Baruch with both 2 losses, and John Jay with just 1. So good start for the Dolphins here today, but they have a lot of work left to do.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, more losses, and 2 teams that are above them in the standings, they've already lost the season series to, so they can ill afford to do that again to any one other team. But it will all start this weekend. The Dolphins tomorrow will be away at Lehman, always a tough place to play with the short porch in right. And then what we will have for you this weekend, the start of a loaded baseball, softball weekend. We will be back here on Saturday, 12 noon. We'll be on the air about 11:50 for the College of Staten Island versus Lehman. That'll be a doubleheader right here on Saturday, April 12th. Myself, Chris Notaro, Joe Foreman will be on the air bringing you that. And then on Sunday, the College of Staten Island women's softball team will be facing the College of New Rochelle. That'll be a 1 p.m. doubleheader. Mike Babuski and Nicholas Durst will be on hand to bring you all the action there. So for everyone here today, for my broadcast partners throughout the afternoon, Erin Van Nostrand, Mike Babuski, for all the folks over in the stats booth, Joe Foreman, Samantha Flecker, we thank them for all their inputting today. I'm David Pizzuto, wishing you a very good night. Once again, your final score here live from the College of Staten Island. It's the CSI Dolphins 5 and Baruch College 2. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you on Saturday. Good night, everyone.